The sprawling Navajo Nation spans parts of Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. The infection rate here in the Navajo Nation is higher than in New York, and the area's biggest hospital at capacity for weeks now.
Native Americans have been experiencing disproportionately high rates of infection and death from COVID-19.
We are placing a pandemic on top of epidemics. In Indian country, we have been facing issues from the lack of access to healthful foods. We know the stats right now that the people that contract the virus and the consequences of what has happened are all from food-related diseases.
I feel like this pandemic has really shown a light on a lot of our disparities that we've been facing for decades. It's really shown a light on our food insecurity.
If I was to go to the local trading post, there is not a variety of any kind of vegetables that are fresh.
It is a food desert here, and it is something that many people struggle with in this area.
We are the size of West Virginia with 13 grocery stores here on the Navajo Nation. The food access points stem from anywhere from the gas stations to grocery stores to fast food restaurants.
So a lot of times families, they travel up to an hour and a half to get to just regular grocery stores.
That's my raised beds that I have right there. I'm growing spinach, beets, lettuce, carrots, turnips, kohlrabi.
My intention for my gardening is to actually provide me with vegetables that I can't get from the grocery stores on the reservation. As a dietitian in our Native communities, I see a lot of conditions that can be preventable, like heart disease, diabetes, cancer to some extent. A lot of my patients don't have electricity, they don't have running water. So if you don't have a place to store, refrigerate fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, frozen vegetables, you kind of have to rely on canned foods, dried foods. And a lot of our families rely on canned meats and processed meats such as Spam, corned beef, hot dogs. Our Navajo bodies just can't deal with this processed food.
One of the things I'm doing this year is I partnered with a local organization to help me deliver some seedlings to some local community members in the Fort Defiance area.
I am seeing more people gardening now, and then I am on Facebook, and I see a lot of people posting that they're helping people to restart their farming.
So with the COVID-19 pandemic, I've seen, not only nationally, but just locally, so many more people interested in gardening.
With this whole thing happening, there seems to be a resurgence of people getting interested in gardening.
We are able to grow our own food, that we should be looking forward now, preparing for the fall and preparing for the second, the third, or even the fourth wave of what's to come, that we need to be ready. We need to be growing our own food. We need to be resilient.
Every year we plant corn, the native white corn, which is this, and then the blue corn. I have all kinds, varieties, and the red corn.
Yeah, and in addition to the cornfield, we've got a greenhouse going where we are also planting at least 6 different varieties of melon, 5 or so different varieties of squash, some zucchini.
It just makes us a lot stronger and more in line with our culture of being healthy.
So over here we have some mint.
It is time to get our hands dirty and grow our own food and utilize food sovereignty, and also utilize food traditionalism.
For me, I don't want to see the government continuing to give us. We want to get up. I want to get up. What if there's a second, wave to this? What are we going to come up with? Who's going to help us from there on? It's got to be us.